Good morning. Hello, how are you doing? This is JVL Narsimharao speaking from India. Today, let's deal with the verbs of perception. You know that we have got 5 senses. They are called verbs of perception. Okay, let's come with the first one. The first senses are eyes. Actually, we see with our eyes. Okay, now I am wearing spectacles. I see with my spectacles. Okay, this is first perception. The second one is the perception hearing. We hear with our ears. The third perception is actually smell. We smell with our nostrils or we use the nose. The fourth perception is taste. We taste with our tongue. The fifth perception is feel. We feel with our body. Okay, now let us discuss in detail how we can use the verbs of perception in our day-to-day conversation using both the simple present and the present continuous. You have already known that the verbs of perception are not usually used in the progressive form, but they are used in the progressive forms in different circumstances with different sense of meanings. Okay, now let's discuss in detail. Now look at the blackboard. Now I am going to read the sentence on the whiteboard. Sentence 1. I see better, or I can see better with my spectacles. Now look at the blackboard here. I am seeing my friend at the theater tomorrow. Okay, you might have noticed that here the verb is used in the simple present see. Here it is used in the present continuous seeing. Okay, it seems very confusing, but we have to know it because we are all facing the competitive examination, especially if you are preparing for IELTS and TOEFL examination. We must be particular about the use of these verbs. Now let's discuss the first one. I see better, or I can see better with my spectacles, because here see is used as a verb of perception. Because suppose I wear glasses, I see better. Suppose I don't wear glasses, I can't see better. So when I use my spectacles, I say that I can see better with my spectacles, or I see better with my spectacles. Okay, now look at the blackboard. I am seeing my friend at the theater tomorrow. Here, seeing is not used in the sense of perception. It is used in the sense of meeting. Here, I am seeing my friend at the theater tomorrow means I am meeting my friend at the theater. It does not mean that you are seeing with your eyes. So, in a different context, we can use see in the progressive form. You can also say that I am seeing my friend off at the railway station. That means see off is a casual verb. It means send off. In that sense also, you can use see in the ing form and the progressive form. Now let's look at the second sentence on the whiteboard. Actually, I am saying that blackboard. Okay, it is not the blackboard, it is the whiteboard. Sorry. I hear a strange noise. Yes. Though I am speaking or speaking to you, I hear a strange noise unconsciously, involuntarily. So I should say that I hear a strange noise. Now look at the blackboard here. I am hearing a lot about you these days. Here I have used the ing form hearing because it is not a verb of perception, it is a verb of an activity. And hearing means I am coming to know of you, I am coming to know about your information. So in that sense, we can use here in the form of progressive or in the continuous form. So I am seeing a lot. I am hearing a lot about you is correct. Okay, now look at the third sentence on the whiteboard. It is not the blackboard, sorry. I feel something creeping on my body. Oh, I am teaching a lesson now, but I feel something creeping on my body. It is a sensation. Actually, it is a sense. So I should say that I feel something creeping on my body. Suppose I am in the dark, then I may feel for the switch. Then we should say I am feeling for the switch. You can't say that I feel for the switch, because it is not a verb of perception. It's an activity. You are searching for the switch. In that case, you can say I am feeling for the switch now. Okay, now look at the fourth sentence on the whiteboard on the left. The curry tastes delicious. Imagine that you went to a dinner or a lunch at your friend's house. Somebody serves you food and you put the curry into your mouth. Then the curry tastes delicious. The curry is not tasting delicious because here taste is used in the sense of perception. So the curry tastes delicious because it is not your activity, it is your perception. If it's really delicious, it tastes delicious. If it's really salty, it tastes salty. So it is not your activity, it is your perception. In that case, you should say the curry tastes delicious. Now look at the blackboard here. I am tasting the curry to see if there is enough salt in it. Suppose a cook is cooking food. He may ask you to taste the curry. Then you will taste it and say that it is okay, or if it is salty or something else. Then you should say, I am tasting the curry now. You can say that I am tasting the curry because you are tasting the curry to see if there is enough salt in it or not. In that case, it is not the verb of perception here. It is tasting, means you are doing the activity of tasting voluntarily, consciously, not involuntarily. So you are saying that I am tasting the curry. Okay, now look at the another sentence on the left on the whiteboard. The rose smells sweet. Here, suppose you go to a garden. There, the rose smells sweet non-consciously, because here the activity is a perception for you. Your nose smells the sweetness of the rose. So you should say the rose smells sweet. But suppose you are tasting a scent bottle voluntarily, you can say I am tasting, I am smelling it. I am smelling the bottle to see if it is good or not. In that sense, you can say I am smelling, or I am smelling something. But if something happens without your notice or without your voluntarily action, you can say that it smells. So I think you have got the point. I think you have understood. Don't be confused. The use of these verbs of perception and similar other verbs are really confusing to non-native speakers. Even they are confusing for the native speaker unless they learn it formally. Anyhow, I have tried my best to make you understand the difference between simple present and the present continuous while using the verbs of perception. Okay, I think you have got my point. I'm again reiterating that when the verbs are used in the sense of perception, they must be used in the simple present. If they are used in other sense, that is, they can be used in the present progressive as I have described earlier. I hope you have got my point. Okay, this is JVL Narasimha signing off for today. I will be meeting you tomorrow and I will be giving some exercises. I will write the exercises on the blackboard and I will ask you and I will explaining again. Bye. This is JVL Narasimha signing off you. Bye.